just being able to send money, one has to travel far, face the hardships, whether it is in terms of standing in a line for a long time. You hear the story of people in the Gulf region, there are lots of migrants. As a share of population, there are lots of migrants in places like Dubai. In Dubai, 96% or 94% of the population is migrant workers. So you can imagine all these people, and they have a Sunday to go to send money home or a Friday, and they have to stand in line. And it takes a day to be just able to send their own money to their people, right? At this time when we can have this conversation instantly and almost costlessly, almost. Besides that, the inconvenience, the cost itself, as Ruben pointed out, on average, it costs more than 6%. For smaller amounts and poorer people, the cost can be even higher. For example, sending money to Africa can be 8% or more. And I had one experience once. I checked sending money from Benin to India. I happened to be in Benin. At that time, it was 30%. That was about a decade ago. But you have the currency exchange fee on the origin end, and then on the beneficiary end, another currency exchange fee. And then you have the fees to be collected by the origin agent, and then the transmission agent and the beneficiary agent, the one which is distributing. So it can be more than double digit in terms of costs. So yes, it is a huge issue. And when you look at countries like, let's say, we talked about El Salvador a bit, where Ruben is from, 30% of their national income is remittances. In Lebanon, 54%, more than half of the economy is actually remittances. So in these economies, remittances are a true financial lifeline to people, and it is even more so for very poor people. And we're talking about billions of people, right, who benefit from this. So you can imagine if there is a 6% or higher cost to that on a volume of more than 600 billion or maybe closer to $1 trillion, you are looking at actually 60 million or so just going for fees. That is double the size of total official aid provided by the US and double the size of all official aid received by sub-Saharan Africa.